Watch as this Catholic apologist gets completely destroyed after he desperately attempts to make a case for Peter being the rock the church was built upon.
Plus, Jesus was probably speaking Aramaic to the apostles, not Greek. In Matthew 16:17, Jesus refers to Simon with the Aramaic expression Bar Jonah, son of Jonah. John 1:42 describes Jesus' promise that Simon would be given the new name Cephas. In the early Eastern Church, the Syriac translation of the Bible, which is linguistically similar to Aramaic, did not use different words to translate Petros and Petra. It's just Kepha each time. The Lutheran scholar Oscar Cullmann says it's an obvious pun, and that Petra equals Kepha equals Petros. The Protestant scholar Craig Keener says Jesus plays on Simon's nickname, Peter, which is roughly the English Rocky. Peter is rocky, and on this rock, Jesus would build his church.
So Trent quotes some more scholars to try to bolster his claim that there is no distinction between the meaning of Peter's name and the rock upon which Jesus would build his church. And I can quote you way more Protestant scholars that say otherwise. But where's that going to get us? It's not going to get us anywhere. It will just be one scholar's word against another. The question is, how did Jesus' apostles understand his words? Did they understand Peter to be the supreme leader of the church after Jesus told him, "On this rock, I will build my church"? No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, up to a year later, during the Last Supper, right before Jesus' crucifixion, Jesus' apostles were arguing about who was the greatest in his kingdom. Luke chapter 22, verses 24 through 27 says, "Now there was also a dispute among them, as to which of them should be considered the greatest. And he said to them, The kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and those who exercise authority over them are called benefactors. But not so among you. On the contrary, he who is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he who governs as he who serves. For who is greater, he who sits at the table, or he who serves? Is it not he who sits at the table? Yet I am among you as the one who serves." If Jesus would have told the apostles that Peter was literally the rock the church was built upon, and the leadership of the church would be handed over to him, they would not be having this discussion. Also, if that was true, this would have been a good time for Jesus to remind them, saying, "Peter is the greatest. I already told you, he is the rock the church is built upon." But Jesus said no such thing.